and called you a nigger?
That's you.
You're the true Jews of the Bible. Your nationality goes back not to damn running around, and your history goes back to a great people. That's why when you read in the Bible, Christ looked like you. Every time we talk about Christ, they say he was olive skin. Well, there's two olives, green and black. Which one was he? Well, he was tan. You know why? You know why I say he was tan? Because American propaganda has put everybody up as themselves. And if you leave it up to them, God is white, Christ is white, the angels is right. The angels are white little babies, naked babies. That's madness. That's madness.
That's right.
Read it one more time, John 8:32.
John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
The only way you so-called Negroes are going to be free from the tyranny of the so-called white man and the tyranny of America is you got to wake the hell up in your mind. You got to start changing your thought process. That's why you get high when you solve your problems, because your mind ain't free. That's why you drink to solve your problems, because your mind is not free. You don't go to the scriptures to solve your problems. You go to a blunt. How the hell is a grown-ass man got to smoke a blunt to be mentally stable to make it to the next day? You weak as hell. You're weak-minded.
Bring it out.
You got to wake the hell up. That ain't going to save you. What's going to save you is the knowledge of this Bible, right. The Creator, the knowledge of the Bible. Right. Go to what is it? Isaiah 33 verse 6. Go to Isaiah 33 verse 6, and I need you to hold those scriptures. Go ahead, read that.
Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
It says wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of our time. But guess what? You're not getting the wisdom and knowledge because churches, religion, politics, the scientists, they have taught you lies according to the scriptures. They have taught you lies. How do you like it? How do you like the ass whooping that America keeps giving you? Huh? You like it, right? You sell your ass out for a job. You sell your ass out for a blunt in a 40. You like that ass whooping too? See, that's what the black man should be realizing, that America don't give a damn about you. That's what the Mexican man should be realizing, that America don't give a damn about you.
That's right.
And the hand of the Creator has been on you for you to wake up. See? And this is what's not being taught to our children, our wives, and the husband. So go back and read it one more time. Read.
Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Why is it going out? Go ahead.
And strength.
The cord, the cord over there. Don't get run over. Did it go out from the other side? There you go. The Satan trying to stop this, but it can't be stopped. We're out here to teach our people, man, their true identity. We're out here to teach our people how to really be free. And guess what? A job ain't gonna save you. Money's not gonna save you. This religion has not saved us. What's gonna save you is you taking a stand and standing up for something right. In the spirit of who you call Jesus Christ, who we know as Hamashiach, the Savior. Yahweh Shai. You got to come back to the truth of the Bible. Read it one more time. Isaiah 33 verse 6.
Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And strength of salvation.
Wisdom and knowledge was going to be our stability. Of what? Oprah Winfrey? TV? Binge watching? Netflix? No. What was going to get you stable, it wasn't your degree, you're finding out. You went to school, you got your high school diploma, you got your degree. Now what? Your people are still in the ghettos, in the slums, the last hired, the first fired, and in the space age, right? Because it's 2017. You remember when we Back to the Future, but guess what? in the future, you're still being called a nigger, a spick, a wetbag. Why? Because we're not awake, man. And the only thing you bow to is money and a job. The white man gave you money and a job, and that's your God. That's madness. It still has not saved you. Wisdom and knowledge was going to be our stability. The laws and statutes and commandments was going to be our stability. Go back to Isaiah 9 verse 16. You can let go of John 8:32. Go to Isaiah 9 verse 16 and read that one more time. So that's why we out here. We're out here because you so-called Negroes are the kings of the earth. You Mexicans are the kings of the earth. But you don't know it because you've been stripped of your identity. You've been stripped of your laws. You've been stripped of the things that guide you to being a God. You want to be a God. You want to talk about, you want to have the supreme knowledge. You've had it all this time. It's the Bible. But guess what you did to it? You let it collect dust. And you let grandma tell you God is just love. And the pastor tell you it's okay to eat pork. And that's where we went off. Because we rejected the laws and commandments of God. Read that, where you at?
Isaiah chapter 9 verse 16.
Go ahead.
For the leaders of this people caused them to err.
It said the leaders of this people cause us to err. Your pastors cause you to err. Your pastors cause you to err. Your politicians cause you to err. Your president will cause you to err. I don't care if he's dark skinned, light skinned, yellow, black, or green. If it's the king of this kingdom and they're not keeping the laws of the Most High, they cause you to err. Have you not gotten it yet? They put up a dark skinned man as a president. And what did he do? The same thing as the white man. Huh? They didn't do nothing for you. And this is why we got to wake up, because that's not going to be your salvation. Your salvation is going to come through wisdom, knowledge, and change. You taking this and putting it on and changing your life. Read on.
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
It says, and they that are led of these politicians, pastors, right? Scientists, they lead you into madness and foolishness. They don't lead you into the laws and commandments of the Most High. They don't lead you to the righteousness of the Most High. Give me Baruch 4 verse 1. This is what we're supposed to be following. You're supposed to be waking up to the laws, and guess what the laws will do to you? The laws would have brought you back to life. Because that's what they did for us. The laws bring us back to conscious life. Now I know I ain't got to feel bad for hating a homosexual and hating the deviance of a drug dealer. I ain't got to be sad about it, hating these drug dealing niggas, man. I ain't got to be sad about homosexuality and feeling it's okay because we dislike homosexuality. Because I know my Creator hates homosexuality. We're not sad about it. And you shouldn't be sad about it, because the scriptures tell you to hate the evil. I bet you Pastor Give Me More Money won't teach you that scripture, right? Pastor Give Me More Money won't teach you that. They tell you love everything and love everybody. We supposed to hate wickedness. Where we at? Read that.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
Wait a minute, the law's done away with. Of course, when Jesus came, we can eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, excrement. We can eat everything. Go ahead.
And all they that...
Read it again.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
This is the book of commandments and laws and statutes. This is a book of laws, statutes, commandments, and rules. Churches always tell you the laws.
Hold this, brother.
It's going to keep going out.
Hold this, brother. Somebody gave it to me.
It must be the cord. Come on, give me.
One person. Go ahead.
You guys used the broken one. So. Testing. You got to switch that cord. But this is the problem, man, that we went from the laws of the Creator. And now you follow everything. Shalom, brothers. You went from the laws of the Creator. You went from the commandments of the Creator. And that's the problem. That's why we got to wake up. We got to wake up to the truth and the commandments of the Most High. Read it one more time.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
It says this law endure forever. So where does pastor tell you the law's done away with? You know what's done away with? The death of the law. The death of the law is done away with, not the common sense and the morality of the laws. The things that were supposed to keep your kids from walking around like faggots and drug dealers, that's the common sense. That's the things that keep you moral. Christ ain't never did away with that. What he did away with was the death of the law. He gave you mercy. So this law endureth forever. Read it again.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
So this law will be here forever. And when Christ come back, guess what? The laws are going to be established on earth. There ain't going to be no more homosexuality. There ain't going to be no more drug dealers. You ain't going to get to worship Buddha in Hinduism. You ain't going to be under that. You ain't going to be under some false Christianity. And when we say false, because they ain't true, they're not the true Christians. These people that calling themselves Christ-like, and in every way they deny the Creator. They're not no Christians. They're not followers of Christ. This law endure forever, and they should be teaching you that. Read.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. Second precept. The law that endureth forever and all.
It says the law that endureth forever. Read.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
It says everybody that keeps the law shall come to life. And this is what we're held back from. That's why you get shot in the streets. That's why you got to be scared as hell when you get pulled over. Because you rejected the laws of the Most High. And guess who he put over you? He put over you an animal. He put over you a beast. Somebody that doesn't regard if you're old or young or he don't care if you're 100 years old. They'll drag your ass out the car and show you how hateful they are. I want you to go to Deuteronomy and let me get that. Give me another reader, all right? Give me another reader, and I want you to go to Deuteronomy. Get your Bible. Go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Deuteronomy's in the front of the Bible. It says, I want you to go to Deuteronomy 28, and where he says to know people. Find that for me real quick. But that's why we're out here angry, man. We're out here angry because you so-called Negroes in America, you just love being shot and dead and killed in the streets. When are you going to have a backbone and stand up for your household and your family and your children? And not marching, that ain't going to do it. You did that, what happened? They shot another black man. They shot another Mexican brother. They don't care about that. The only thing that's going to free you is the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Go back to Baruch 4 and 1. I want to finish that up. I want to finish that up before we go to the next one. Go to Baruch 4 and 1. Because this is what's holding us back. Read verse 2. No, read in the middle. All they. 4 verse 1.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1.
Go ahead, all they.
All the
and all they.
And all they.
All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Such as leave these laws, statutes, commandments are dead. And why are we dead in the hood, in the street, in the ghetto? Why are you in church dead? Because the pastors aren't teaching you what's life. The life is the law of the Most High. The carnal law and the spiritual. Because the carnal law teaches you what? Not to be a faggot. The spiritual law teaches you what? Why not to do it? It's common sense. Man don't produce with man. But guess what? Pastor, give me more money ain't telling you that. Why? Because he got so many faggots in his congregation. He got so much homosexuality, he's probably touching the boys in the congregation. And this is the sickness that's going on with these religions. There ain't no such thing as these in the Bible, man. It said all they that keep the commandments of the Most High will come to life. That's why you're suffering. Because you're teaching your kids about Christmas and bunnies laying eggs and Halloween. But you're not teaching them how, if they keep the laws of God, to be just and righteous and holy and true. That's why when your kids get older, they go what? They go right to the blunt, just like your simple ass. They go right to the blunt because you didn't teach them how to use their brain. You didn't teach them how to use their mind. Read verse 2.
Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
It says, turn, O Jacob. And that's why we out here, because we're screaming at you so-called Negroes, Mexicans, and Puerto Ricans, and telling you to turn to the Most High. If you can't see it, you might as well, you're done. If you can't see it, you're done. If you don't understand that America lied to you, your history that they taught you is lies. Religion taught you is lies. Politics, lies. If you don't know that by now, you lost, man. The world is ending, and guess what? You so-called Negroes are just worried about making it day by day. But we out here to wake you up. And we're going to tell you, whether you like it or not, that you're the chosen people of God, but you got to come back to the laws and commandments of righteousness.
That's right.
Read it again, verse 2.
Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
It says, take hold of it. We got to take hold of the righteousness. Take hold of what? That knowing that the morality and the knowledge of the scriptures will change your mind. I keep saying it. Why do you think you go to the bottle to solve your problems? To the blunts and the 40s. Why do you go to those things? Because your parents, your elders, didn't teach you how the law would give you mental strength. It would give you spiritual strength.
That's right.
See? And that's what religions are not going to tell you. Why? Because once they tell you that, then they got to start checking you and reproving you and telling you to put down the blunts and 40s and pork and crap and homosexuality and the hatred and the doubt. They got to tell you to get your spirit right, to put off the old man and put on the new man. And that's going to lessen the members in their church. That's going to lessen the members in their church. But you got to come back to his reproof. What is the white man showing you? That the hand of God is on your ass. That no matter what you do, the Lord is reproving you because you won't come back to the laws of the Most High. He said, turn at his reproof. Y'all don't see it? Your children are dying. You don't see it? Your daughters are dying. Your kids is dying. Your nation is dying. Read verse 2 again. Read it.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light.
It says walk in the presence of the light. That's the true light. Is the laws and righteousness and holiness. And if you had done that, we would be put up above all nations. We would be put up above all nations. But we reject the knowledge of the Most High. And that's why we're still in the ghettos and slums. And you're fine with a nice car. You're fine with a nice car and a good job. Man, you give the black man a nice job, man. Niggas don't look back. You give the black man and the Mexican man $15 an hour, and guess what? Guess what happens? They start running and praising Jesus. Like the world has ended. Like they made it to the kingdom. Your job ain't your salvation. I don't give a damn if you got a BMW, a Bentley. That ain't gonna save your spirit, and that ain't saving your kids. Because they still high as hell. They put this new show out called, what's that, 13? What's that 13 series?
13 reasons?
Yeah, 13 reasons to teach your kids why to just commit suicide. That's the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of America. To commit suicide, it's better that way. And I say that because when you watch it, it ain't no solutions in there, man. The laws, the commandments was your solution, but you reject those. The laws and righteousness was your solution, but you reject those. Read on.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
Go ahead.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof,
Go ahead.
that thou mayest be illuminated.
Yeah, that's the real illumination, not some faggot orgy. The real illumination was you coming back to the laws of God, the commandments of the scriptures, not some homosexual white men joining and pissing on a woman called the Illuminati. That's not the light. This is the true light. The laws of Christ, the laws of the Most High. And if you accepted the laws of the Most High, He will wake you up. you wouldn't be walking around sad as hell. You wouldn't be walking around depressed and oppressed. You would be awake. Read.
Verse 3. Give not thine honor to another.
Yeah, if you stop giving your honor to America, guess what? You wouldn't have so much pain and suffering. And that's why we out here. You see, are you Negroes sick and tired of getting beat down? You sick and tired of being murdered in the streets?
God.
You sick and tired of unjustly being killed?
God.
You sick and tired of your marching around and thinking that's gonna save you?
God.
Wait, how about the politics? The politics, are you sick and tired of those?
God.
Well, then you would be coming back to the laws of the Most High. You would be coming back to the commandments of the Most High. But rather you love lies, and that's why we keep getting whooped. That's why we keep getting beat. Read.
Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
And you gave everything over. You gave your spirit over to a strange nation. And that's why we in the ghettos, in the slums. You gave your children over to a strange nation. You give them over to TV and rap. You give them over to all this madness, but you don't sit down with them and show them that if they learn the laws and commandments of the Creator, that their minds would be at peace.
That's right.
They wouldn't have to commit suicide. They wouldn't have to go out and sell drugs. I'm sick and tired of you so-called Negroes talking about the only way out is to slang dope. You're simple, you're stupid. You're being foolish. And oh, you think I'm saying it's a job? That ain't the way out either. Well, if I get a job, that's gonna save my spirit. Hell no, they ain't gonna save your job. Save your spirit. What's gonna save your spirit is righteousness, dedication to the Most High, dedication to the laws. Read on.
Verse 4. O Israel, happy are we for the things that are pleasing to the Most High.
You're supposed to be happy coming back to the laws and commandments of the Most High. But when we out here and we teaching you the laws, guess what? You don't want to hear us. You rather hear passing more money tell you what? My children, everything's going to be all right. You want to hear that. Everything ain't all right. You so-called Negroes, you true Jews. You so-called Mexicans, you Israelites. You're constantly being murdered. What the hell you mean everything's all right? But why are we being murdered? Don't you want to know that? Why are you being murdered? You're being murdered because you disobey the commandments of God and you love it. You love it. You love lies. You love falsehood. Go to Jeremiah 3. You love lies and falsehood. And that's why it ain't going to stop. It ain't going to stop till the 1/3, the chosen, is saved, and 2/3 of you so-called Negroes are going to be dying here in America because you love America and you love them up your anal cavity. The scriptures tell you hate the evil, love the good. And that's what we got to come back to. Hating what's wicked. Read Jeremiah 3:1. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go.
You know what? I want you to go to Jeremiah 3:3. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 3. Therefore the showers have been withholden.
Read it one more time. Read it again slow. Read.
Therefore the showers have been withholden.
Your showers, your blessings have been withholden because you didn't come to the laws. You didn't come to the truth. Think about how many religions and churches there are in America. How come our people ain't walking under the statutes and laws of the Most High? Hold that, man. Go to Matthew 5:17. Let's read what Christ said. Let's read if the laws are done away with.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17.
Let's read if the laws are done away with. Because they talk about that in church. That the Big Ten are done away with. That's what's getting you killed. That's what's getting you slaughtered. Because you turn yourself away from the Most High. And you turn yourself away from His laws. Read that.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17.
Go ahead.
Think not that I have come to destroy the law.
Christ said He didn't do what?
To destroy the law.
Christ said out of His own mouth He didn't come to destroy the law. So why are these pastors and preachers telling you that? Because they're trying to make it comfortable for you. Because according to Isaiah 30, it tells you, He said that you want to hear smooth things. But the righteous don't want to hear smooth things. The righteous, you want to hear the things that's going to save you out of these conditions. You want to hear the things that's going to get you out of captivity.
That's right.
That's why, hold that, go to Ezekiel 9 and 4. I want you to hold all of those too. Go to Ezekiel 9 and 4. The righteous want to hear the good things that's going to deliver us.
That's right.
Not because you want to be patted on your head or your back to make you feel good. You want deliverance. Let's see what the righteous are going to get. Read that, Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry.
That's what God said. So we're not out here for everybody. We're out here for the people that are sighing and crying. The ones that are fed up with America. Ha 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 ha. You did another voting and guess what you got? You got the biggest demon ever. Why? Because you love America, man. It's disgusting. You put your trust in Pharaoh and Pharaoh's your shame. You put your trust in America and guess what? Hey, you know what? Listen. Hey, don't think it's strange. You know how many Latinos voted for Trump? You sellout ass niggas. You know how many black people voted for Trump? You damn coons, man. That's why they call you that, because they know how you want to dance and shuck around and jive for the white man. You want to shuck and jive for America and their falsehood. And you voted for Trump, and guess what? Trump is showing you how much a demon he is. But I love it. I love it. I hope he keeps showing us how much a snake he is. Why? Because America, by the hand of God, is going to reveal to you why not to trust in America. Why not to put your trust in this kingdom, in the falsehood. That's right. That ain't going to save you, man. It's the year 2017, man. You've been voting for 100 years. Ain't nothing has changed. They're giving you hopes and dreams.
Still, nigga.
And you're still a monkey. You're still a coon in a wet bag to them. They don't give a damn about you. They'll tell you to the face. So why are we out here yelling? To tell you the contrary. To tell you that you're the chosen people of God. And that if you come back to the laws and commandments and stop smothering yourself under America's bumhole, that you will wake the hell up. So read that, Ezekiel 9 and 4. Read it again.
Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry.
So who's tired? Who's fed up? That's who Christ is speaking to. The ones that are tired and fed up of the lies, of the falsehood, of the beatdowns, of the drugs, of the TV, the indoctrination. The music's indoctrination. Who's tired of it? You sit back and you be like, I'm tired, my nigga, pass me that blunt. What the hell's a blunt done for you? What the hell's a 40 done for you? Some coke, heroin, nothing. You know what it's done for you? You high as hell, and your kids learn how to be high as hell. Your kids learn how to be high as hell. It has not done anything for you. And that's what America is doing to our people. You got to switch the cord. You got to switch that cord. Use one cord to go along because one is messed up. Figure out which one it is and tell me when you're going to switch it. It's not going to make it? We got to understand, man, why the black man, why the Mexican man is constantly beaten down. Because you're not sad about the lies. You love lies. You love falsehood. You'll kill your brother quicker. You cry and you scream when the white man shoots the black man or the Mexican man down. But are you crying and screaming when you beat your woman down? When you getting high and passing your woman a blunt? No. So the Most High is screaming out. The Most High, this word is crying out to the ones that are fed up with the lies and corruption of yourselves. The corruption of yourselves, not just America. Yeah, we know America is doing its job, and oh, it's doing it just fine. But you know what? You so-called Negroes, man, y'all run around with an American flag like it ain't nothing. cheesing and smiling. You so-called Mexicans cheesing and smiling and upholding this country. Read on.
For all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof.
So whose side of the abominations? Whose side of the filth? Whose side of the destruction? Well, the ones that are tired, we're going to stand up for that. We're going to stand up for the laws and commandments of the Most High and gather ourselves together like the scriptures say and come back to our true identity. Not some false identity or some false history that the white man gave us. We were some naked Africans or naked Mexicans running around butt naked, stupid. That ain't our history, man. Your history goes back to Christ.
That's right.
King David.
That's right.
Solomon.
That's right.
Right? We're the wise people that built the pyramids. We're the wise people. We're the wise people that taught the Egyptians science and math. They ain't gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you a dumb nigga spick that you don't know nothing. And if you don't got the white man's degree, you ain't nothing. White man's degree for what? But that's the curse. Read on.
Verse 5. And to the others he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite.
It says everyone else is going to be smitten. He said, go set this mark in their mind. But everyone else that ain't crying, that ain't fed up with this kingdom, he said everyone else is going to be destroyed. You better get yourself right. And not like the churches say, you better come under the covenant, the laws, statutes, and commandments, the bond of the covenant. Christ didn't die for you to run around and stick anything in your butt and stick anything in your mouth and talk about, I believe in Jesus so I can sit on this back. You think Christ died for that? That's madness, man. Christ ain't died for that. He said if you're a servant of sin, you're going to yield your members to those things. You're supposed to be yielding your body to righteousness. The law's done away with, man. These churches got you twisted. They got you mixed up. I want you to go back. Where did we leave off? Go back to Jeremiah. Where you at? No, yeah, finish that up. Read that.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets. I have come not to destroy, but to fulfill.
Christ said he did not destroy the laws. So this is why your blessings are withholding. Go back to Jeremiah 3. Christ said the laws ain't done away with. All through the Bible it tells you the law is not done away with. It tells you in the future that the law is going to be written in our heart. What the hell you talking about? You can eat pork. You can eat crawfish. That's what's making you look like a damn ghoul. Making you look like a goblin. Because you eating all that pork and crab and lobster. You want to know why you got high blood pressure and diabetes and you're dying at 30 years old. You're dying at 30 years old. Yeah, it's the crack too. And then you're blunted out of your mind. Damn memory's gone. Why? Because you smoke too many damn blunts. That's killing you, man. You're getting Alzheimer's. Why? At the age of 20 to 30. Why? Because you're smoking too many damn blunts. It's making you stupid. That's confusion and madness. Read that. Read 3 and 3 again. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 3. Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there have been no latter rain.
It says no latter rain. No latter rain. Let these demons come through, man. They know where we are. This happens every time we come out here. Yeah, it says the rain, your blessings have been withholden. So you want to know why in the ghettos and the slums it's hard? You want to know why in the ghettos and the slums in America it's still hard in 2017? Because you don't choose the commandments of the Most High. You reject the laws. You reject the will of the Most High because you rather damn put tattoos on your face and look like Little Rat. You rather look like Little Rat. I mean, what's his name? Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne.
I call him Little Rat. You want to put tattoos on your face and run around getting high instead of learning righteousness. You think righteousness is religion. Righteousness ain't got nothing to do with religion. Righteousness has something to do with common sense and delivering you from your current condition.
That's right.
But they're not telling you that. They're making the Bible sound like it's a choice. Yeah, you got a choice. But really, when you learn these laws, when you learn righteousness, you realize there ain't no choice. That I can still be blunted out of my mind and getting shot down in the street. Or I can come to the things that make me, my family, my household, my nation stable. Standing for something. Right? There ain't no choice in that. And that's why we out here, man, because we're sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of going to the mall and seeing our young sisters, blacks and Hispanics, 13-year-old running around butt naked with spandex. Shame on you niggas, man. You niggas that got your daughters running around like that, spandex on, 9 years old, showing their ass. Our Latino brothers and sisters, y'all too, man. 10 years old, sucking damn breasts and still drinking out the breasts. Lazy ass people, man. Why? Because the white man beat you so much that you don't know how to stand and be righteous and bold and have an identity and knowledge. You've been dumbed down. You've been dumbed down, black man. You've been dumbed down, Hispanic man. And that's why we out here, because if you wake up, the pain and the suffering will stop. But until then, guess what you got? You got the American dream. We don't need no damn dream. We wide awake.
That's right.
We're wide awake. We see them for what they are. Their politics is lies. Their religion is lies. We see the lies. Their TV lies. Media lies. You so-called Negroes in America, you still sleep, man. That's why your blessings have been withholden. Read.
And thou hast a whore's forehead.
And it said you got a whore's forehead. It's saying to you Israelites. You Israelites. And who is that? You people that's calling yourself black and Hispanic. What the hell is a black man? My child knows that you ain't even black. They know you derive from different shades of brown. You talking about black man. You ain't black. Your skin is brown. And they're talking about Mexican. What the hell is a Mexican? That's what the conquistadors and the Spaniards put on you. That's not your true identity. And we're out here waking you so-called Negroes, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Panamanians, North American Indians up to your true identity. The true knowledge of the Bible. And that same Bible you got, the Old Testament and the New. Okay? Read on, read.
Thou refusest to be ashamed.
And that's the problem. You, black man, you want to know why you're getting killed? You want to know why you're getting murdered in America? Because you refuse to be ashamed. No matter how many of your kids are dying, you refuse to be ashamed. You got our brothers and sisters being murdered on the border. But guess what? You'll still come over here from the border and join Su-13. What's that one gang? The 13th? You're right.
Sureños.
Yeah, the Sureños. They'll come right over here from getting murdered by the white man on the border, and you'll join a gang and kill your own people. Man, you so-called Mexicans are simple as hell, just like the black man. 2017, calling yourself a Crip or a Blood. Niggas are lost, calling yourself a Democrat and a Republican. You're a fool. That's the rat wheel. They got you running and chasing your leg in your circle. Your tail. They got you running in a circle, chasing your tail, talking about you're a Democrat and a Republican. You niggas are simple, man. And when I use that word, I mean it in the sense that the white man has given you it. You niggas, you blacked out of your mind. When you wake up and understand your true identity, then you understand you're none of these things. You're the chosen people of the God. But you got to stop acting like a nigga for them to stop shooting you down. You have to stop acting like a Mexican and a Puerto Rican and start acting like the children of Israel, the people that you are, the holy people of God. So until then, Jeremiah said your blessings have been withheld. Right? The showers. That's why you got to work job from job. You got to give your kids over to Rihanna and YouTube. And what are they learning? How to be little hoochies. 75 ways to roll a blunt. That's what they're learning. 75 ways to roll a blunt. That's their wisdom. How to twerk, how to dance and shake their ass. That's the wisdom of black man. Mumble rap.
Christ had hair like you, bro.
They don't even got rap no more. It's called mumble rap. That's the black man's knowledge now. That's the black man's wisdom.
You get that?
You want your kids to be given to that? No, man. We got to wake up. We got to stand up. You're talking about no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Well, what the hell are you doing when you roll that blunt? When you drink that 40? When you teach your kids the bad example? No justice, no peace. When you walk out your house butt-ass naked and have your daughter wearing pants and spandex like you? No justice, no peace. We should march for that. No justice, no peace. You Negroes are walking out your house butt-ass naked and got your kids walking around just like you. On YouTube parading yourself around with guns and blunts and 40s. We should be marching to that. No justice, no peace against you ignorant niggas. Read that, read on.
Verse 4. Wilt thou not from this time cry unto me?
You know what God is saying? When are you going to cry unto the Most High? But how? Go to Proverbs 1:22. You know what you're saying? We do cry unto God. I pray every day. But you pray with your mouth, but your heart is far from Him. That's why He ain't taking the boot of the so-called white man off of your neck. He's not taking the boot off of your neck because you're not praying from your heart, from your works. He's not taking the boot off of your neck because you're not praising God with your heart. You're praising Him with your mouth. So the white man's boot is never going to come off your neck. I'm free. I don't got to walk around scared because I know the Creator's with me. The Most High's with me. I don't got to walk around and worry about you dumb niggas selling crack to each other because I know the Most High's with me. As long as we keep these laws, statutes, commandments, the scripture said the Most High will cover you. But you got to worry why? Because you out there teaching your kids how to defile themselves. You got to worry about teaching your kids how to do crack and dope and drugs. Or how to be under the white man's politics. You talk about, well, I'm not doing drugs. But you sold out to their politics. You sold out to their science. And you teaching their kids there's no God. You going to go down with the drug dealers. You got to go down with the faggots. You got to go down with the pansexuals, transsexuals, bisexuals. That's madness, man. Read that. Read on. Proverbs 1:22. Let's see why the boot of the white man is not going to come off the black man and the Mexican man's neck. Because you're rebellious against God. You don't want righteousness. You like homosexuality. You like drugs. You like parading your daughter around butt naked in poom-poom shorts. Talking about she's a little girl. Cover her ass up, man. Sorry, brother. Go ahead, read.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
When are you black man and Mexican man gonna wake the hell up? How long will you love simplicity? You think because you can dress up like sluts and whores, you free. Yeah, you free to be a nigga. You free to be a spick, because that's how you acting. Won't you act like a prince and a princess and a king that you are? How long will you love simplicity? And you know what simplicity is? The simple things. You like the simple things, long as you got a little money in your bank account.
Yeah, thank you.
Long as you got an extra Budweiser in your beer, in your refrigerator, then you what? You're happy.
You got a nickel sack, you good.
Yeah, you got a nickel sack. You nigga, I'm good. I don't know what these niggas yelling about. I'm getting paid $25 an hour, my nigga. I'm good. I don't need y'all. I don't need Christ. That's why you worry about your ass getting dragged out your car and getting stumped the hell out. Because you reject the commandments of the Most High. And you look to, your God is your blunt. Your God is your 40. This is why we got to wake up, man. Read it one more time.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
It says, how long will ye love simplicity? How long you going to love the lies of the white man? How long you gonna love the politics of America? Every 4 years, you happy as hell. Yeah, we get to run around and serve other politics. Politics is like a Netflix series. All you got to do is watch the House of Cards. You can see what the hell is going to happen. You're going to see what the hell is going to happen next in the Senate, in the Congress. Go watch the House of Cards. That's how America's a joke. America's a joke, but you so-called Negroes and Mexicans, you love simplicity. You love the foolishness of the white man. That's why you run around and you kiss and you love to pucker up for them. But when somebody tells you to come back to the laws of God, oh my nigga, you talking about, oh God, my God said if you eat it, if you like it, if you pray over it, it's good. So now you can eat booty. Now you can eat doo-doo because God said you pray over it. That's why, you know what, man? That's why people don't read the Bible, because it's stupidity like that you learn from your pastors, that if you pray over it, it's clean. So you're telling me I can eat some shit and it's clean? You're simple as hell, man. Go to Proverbs 1:22. Read it one more time, Mike. It's madness. Read.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Go ahead.
And scorners delight in scorning.
And you scorn. You think this Bible's a joke. The white man think it's a joke until your ass get dragged out of the car. Why? Because everything that you're doing to the chosen people of God, America has coming back. Everything and every baton ass whooping that you've been giving the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans and the Native Americans and the so-called Negroes, guess what, so-called white man, is coming back to you.
That's right.
It's coming back to you.
That's right.
We're going to talk about that, but not now. Right now, I'm reproving my people. Right now, we're reproving the so-called Negroes in America. Why? Because we out here. You got to wake up, man. You got to wake up. You so-called Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Negroes, y'all got to wake the hell up. There's got to be 144,000 that are the governing body. 1/3 of you so-called Negroes in America are going to be saved. Why? Because 1/3 of you want righteousness. The other 2/3, he's telling you, wake the hell up. How long will ye simple ones love simplicity? Read.
And scorners delight in scorning.
Read.
And fools hate knowledge.
It says a fool hates knowledge. And that's what's wrong with our people. You know why they don't want to hear the commandments of the Most High and the laws? Because our people are foolish as hell. You rather look at a YouTube series, a Netflix series, and some 3-minute video. Because you don't activate your mind through wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And that's the pain and suffering that our people are in. Because you rather choose foolishness. Well, let's find out what God says is going to happen. Read.
Verse 23. Turn you at my reproof.
The Most High is telling us constantly, do what?
Turn you at my reproof.
Black man, do what?
Turn you at my reproof.
Mexican man, do what?
Turn you at my reproof.
You true Israelites, do what?
Turn you at my reproof.
The Most High wants you to return. How many more ass whoopings you got to be given? How many more ass whoopings that the black man and Mexican have to be given by God for you to realize America don't care about you?
Ooh.
This society and their laws ain't geared to save you. How much more? Man, this is madness. How much more ass whoopings? How many more news clips and news events are you going to realize that America and this society don't care about you? Babylon the Great, whatever name you want to give this kingdom, because it is just like Babylon, it is just like Egypt. See, and this is the problem. So we out here waking the people that are done with it. Because there's a few of you that are done with the lies. There's a few of you that are so much hurt and pain and sick and tired of America, you got to wake up. That's why we out here screaming. We out here to wake you up. Read.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
The Most High is right now pouring out. All through America, when you see these Israelites pouring out the word of God. the ones that are standing for righteousness and truth. The Most High is using those Israelites, those Hebrew Israelites, to wake you to hell up and to pour out his spirit. But you got to start hating the lies.
That's right.
Black man, Christmas ain't in the Bible. Halloween's not in the Bible. Thanksgiving's not in the Bible. Mother's Day is not in the Bible. God loves everything and everybody is not in the Bible. It says God loved the world, but it says love not the world. God loved a certain world. He didn't love everybody. If God loved everybody, why was David killing the Gergesites, Jebusites, Canaanites, Moabites? You Negroes got to wake up, man. Religion has led us into stupidity and madness and simplicity. Your religion is a lie. There's no such thing in the Bible. You got to come back to your identity. When you read the Bible, Christ didn't say go to the Baptists and the Methodists. He said go to the children of Israel.
Right.
Because you were the ones in the ghettos and the slums hurting.
Bring it out.
On dope and on crack.
Bring it out.
Running around with your damn pants sagging.
That's right.
And skinny jeans. Your nuts showing and you're a grown-ass man. He said go to them. Because they were the ones simple and lost. They were the ones believing in America and their damn policies and tricks. Politricks. With a whore's forehead. But you want to yell at us, talk about, get your ass out of here. We ain't going nowhere. You can kiss the white man's ass all you want. We're fed up with it.
That's right.
And little by little, you're going to see that America is imploding. Read.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
And the Most High is trying to wake you up. Not no religion, through the word, through the truth of the Bible. Through the truth of the Bible. Read.
I will make known my words.
Read.
I will make known my words unto you.
Read.
Because I have called, and ye have refused.
And that's what it is. So, we get this question a lot. Why is a so-called black man, Hispanic man getting their ass whooped by the white man all the time? And you're crying and another black kid, right? Because you've been rebellious to the Creator and you love lies. Every time you eat that pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and every time somebody tells you God said don't do it and you talk about, nigga, I'm going to eat my pork. Remember this. You're going to be put out the car. Your teeth are going to be put on the curb because you love lies and wickedness. The Bible tells you homosexuality is wrong, and you talk about my cousin's a homosexual, and you niggas, y'all better, my cousin's a pansexual, he's bisexual. Nigga, I don't care about what y'all saying. Okay. Don't care about it. Don't care about what we saying. But your little homosexual cousin is going to be put out the car and he's going to be stumped out by the white man. Why? Because the white man's been put here because you've been rebellious and stubborn. You've been disobedient and stubborn and rebellious. That's what the Bible is saying. Read on, Ak. Let them do that, because he's down there for that. Read.
Turn you at my reproof. Verse 24, because I have called, and you refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. Verse 25, but ye have set not at my counsel.
Right, you set not at his advice, counsel his advice. When it comes to God's commandments, you don't want to hear those. Guess what you want to hear? You want to hear what Pastor got to say, or Snoop Dogg, or some fake politician, or some guy from the Senate, or the Republicans. You want to hear what they got to say, or some Will Smith, or some movie star. You don't want to hear what the Creator has to say. And that's the problem.
It is the problem.
Yeah, that is the problem. So what we going to do about it? You know what we doing about it? We're out here one by one. We going to wake you knuckleheads the hell up and show you out of these scriptures that until you wake up, so-called black man and Mexican man, your kids are going to still be murdered. They're going to still get murdered. They're going to still get shot. And you think you hard? Guess what? The white man got something for your ass too. But guess what? If you wake up to these laws and commandments, the Most High is not only going to deliver you out of this society, He's going to put his word and he's going to protect you. He's going to protect you in these last times. Read on.
And with none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity.
He will do what?
Laugh at your calamity.
See? You're praying, you're crying, you're screaming. But guess what God said? He's going to laugh at your calamity. Why? Because you reject the laws of the Most High. You reject the commandments of the Most High. Read on. Read on. Where you at?
I will mock when your fear cometh. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26.
Read where you at again.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26. I will also laugh at your calamity.
He said he will laugh at your calamity. Why would God do that? Why would God laugh at your calamity? Because you're rebellious? Because you don't love what is good and wholesome and righteous? See? And we're sick and tired of saying it. You should see everything you deal with is death. Everything the black man you deal with, all the knowledge, all the fun, they doing that on purpose, man. The white man, they doing that on purpose. Because right when they get to there, they stop. That shows you, man, it is the devil. Right when they get down there, you hear that stop. Why? Because they're the devil, man. They don't want this word to come out. So read it one more time. Read.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26. I will laugh at your calamity.
So how do we get God to look down upon us and have mercy? We got to come back to the laws. How do we get God to laugh at us when you're in calamity? Be rebellious, be stubborn and stiff-necked, be hard-headed. Because the laws will lead you to life. And rejecting them is going to lead you to death. Read.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
He will do what?
I will mock when your fear cometh.
And that's why we're continually being killed. I want you to go from there. Go to Deuteronomy 28. No, hold that though. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. So a lot of people want to know and ask us, how do we know the true Israelites are the people of Negroid and Indian descent? How do we know this? How do we know the Latinos, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Native Americans, the so-called Negroes are the true Israelites? Because according to the Bible, the true Israelites were the only ones that went through these curses. And that's why we're out here. You're not the names that America put on you. You're not the Port of Riches. You're not a West Indian. You're not a Taino and Boricua Indian. Those are names that the Spanish put on you. You're the true people of God. Well, what happened to us and how did we get in this position? We were rebellious. We read it in Proverbs 1 verse 22 on down. We were stiff-necked. And that's why you call yourself Negro. Negro is a Latin word that means black. Negro, negrito, nigger. It just means black. And you're not a chalk color. You're not a crayon color. You're a nation. And your nation goes back to a true people with a true identity. Hold that. Go to Romans 10. Let's show them what our people are set up to do. Go to Romans 10 verse 1.
Romans chapter 10 and verse 1.
Read that.
Brethren, my heart...
No, 9 and 1. Read 9 and 1 on down. Let's show them why we're out here trying to enlighten our people of who you are. Because you brothers and sisters, you so-called Negroes, Mexicans, and Puerto Rican, you have a big job coming up. The chosen are going to teach the world how to be righteous and how to follow the laws of the Most High. So why is the Most High whooping us now into shape? Because you're going to be ruling the earth. You're going to be ruling the earth. But you got to get your act together first. So this is why we're out here enlightening you that you're the chosen people. Read that.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 1. I say the truth in Christ. I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness of the Holy Spirit.
Right, so Paul is read these scriptures in religion. They don't read these scriptures in the church because they want to take out identity and nationality. But this Bible has to do with a lot of a nationality. Christ said go to the Israelites. He didn't just say go to the spiritual Israelites. He said go to the Israelites. Show my people their transgression. Read.
That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart.
So let's see what Paul said. And this is why we're out here telling you so-called Negroes that you the Israelites. Yeah, roll up your windows. Roll up your windows, because guess what? That's why your daughters, your sons, they're going to be given over to those blunts and 40s. Because all you want to hear is Jesus loves.
That's right.
You want to hear Jesus loves you no matter what. That's why you roll up your damn windows, because you're a sick-ass people, man. Read.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren.
Who was Paul's brethren? Read.
My kinsmen, according to the flesh.
Who was Paul's brethren according to the flesh? Read.
Who are Israelites.
That's why we out here, because we're out here to show you so-called Negroes, Mexicans, and Puerto Ricans that you're the true Israelites. That's why you were put in captivity. That's why you were put in slavery. These white people that stole your identity, they're not the Israelites. You talk about these Israelis over there in Israel, man, no, they just Assyrian-speaking, Caucasian-looking nation. They're not the true Israelites. You are. That's why when you go to this Bible, when I finish, we're going to let the priest come up and show you that in the Bible, Christ looked like you. The apostles look like you so-called Negroes and Mexicans and Puerto Ricans.
That's right.
But every image they cut down because they don't want you to know the truth. Just like they put Iron Man as what? Let me guess. White. Flash? White. Superman? White. Batman? White. Supergirl? White. Who else?
Wonder Woman.
Woman, white. Why? Because, listen, the God white, the angels white, everybody's white. Are you serious?
Adam's white.
When in fact, everybody in the Eastern Hemisphere at that time were dark skinned.
That's right.
Pale face. The pale face came about when Alexander the Great. The pale face came about in 1453 when the Ottoman Turks, these people got these white people from the caves. That's where they came from, man. So-called white man was up in the caves.
Caucasus, baby.
Yeah, they were in the Caucasus. Everybody during these times, man, in the Eastern Hemisphere, man, majority of those people were dark-skinned. See? But they're not telling you that. Why? Because they're not going to empower you and tell you the truth. Read on. Read where you at. Read.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption.
Wait a minute. I thought the Gentiles were adopted in. The nations were adopted in. Nope. Nope. The adoption is you Israelites were adopted back because you're scattered through all the nations and you're calling yourself everything and every other identity. And you got some of these sick pastors, they'll tell you so-called Negroes that you're the Gentiles. Ain't that about a... You hear that? They gonna call you so-called Negroes the chosen people of God, the Gentiles. And that's where the confusion is. You so-called Negroes and Mexicans ain't the Gentiles. You're the chosen people. You are the Israelites.
That's right.
And Christ said go to them and tell them and raise them up and show them that transgressions and show them the kingdom is coming. That's why we out here yelling. That's why we out here screaming. Read.
The adoption and the glory.
So Paul's telling us that the adoption, the glory is to you Israelites. That's why we out here. Because you're more than just niggas and wetbags and coons. The adoption is you coming back to really who you are. Your true identity. Not Kuta Kente. Not some, Mayan running around butt naked in Mexico with dirty teeth. That's what they do, right? You know, what's that movie, Apocalypto? That movie Apocalypto got our Mexican brothers running around butt naked like we didn't have no sense. And you were running around butt naked with brown teeth. You had all the knowledge. We had all the knowledge to build the Mayans, the temples, and the Aztec temples, and the pyramids. But guess what? We didn't have the knowledge to brush our teeth. That's madness, man. The white man, yeah. Oh, they're good at when it comes to their media. You're good when it comes to your TV, man. I tell you, they mastered it. They mastered it so much, man. They got your children. You got your children running around talking about they're bisexual. That's how much they mastered it. Because in every series, in every movie, guess what? They promoting.
That's right.
They're promoting your children to learn to be bisexual. And what are you doing, black man? You're not worried about it because you're blunted out of your mind. You're drunk out of your mind. You're coked up out of your mind. And it's got to stop, man. We got to stop. Read on.
And the covenants.
Read.
And the giving of the law.
It says the contracts and the giving of the law. That's to you. So why are we out here? Because you're the next lawgivers. You so-called Negroes in America, Mexicans in America, you're the next lawgivers.
Right.
You're the next men, kings, and queens that will rule the world. But what do we got to do? We got to start acting like kings and queens.
Bring it out.
We got to start acting like the chosen people of God.
Bring it out.
Until then, guess what? Guess what the white man got for you? Guess what God has for you? An ass whooping? A holy ass whooping from God to remind you why it's wrong to be disobedient. He set these nations over you, man. All right, you finished that? Go from there. Go back to Deuteronomy. Go to Deuteronomy 28, and I want you to read, check this out. I want you to read Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Why are we out here? Because we're sick and tired of our people walking around dumb, deaf, and blind. And we want to wake you up. It's time to gather the children of Israel together. Wake up, Judah. Wake up, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben. Wake up, you so-called Negroes, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Haitians. Because you're the chosen kings and priests that will rule in the kingdom of God. Under Hamashiach, under the guy you know as Jesus Christ, he will rule. And you will rule under him if you come back. If you come back to the laws. Read that. Deuteronomy 28:15. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
But until then, if you do not hearken to the laws of God, read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
See, we were supposed to observe and do his commandments. You see how the Bible differs from what these churches say? The Bible is saying we were supposed to observe them and do them. But the churches keep telling us, don't worry about that. It's okay to be a faggot. It's okay to be a transvestite. It's okay to be a switch hitter. It's okay to put lipstick on when you're a guy. It's okay for you to walk around and be, what do they call them out here in Houston? The little man girls, what do they call them? Studs? Yeah. Now, I swear, if you were to go into the mall, the percentage of blacks and Mexican homosexuals from about 5 years back has went up at least 200%. Why? Because the parents are blunted out of their mind and they're not teaching their daughters that eating and muff diving is wrong. They're not teaching the boys how to stand up and be men. They're teaching them and letting TV guide them. This is madness, man. Read on.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Go ahead.
that all these curses,
That all these what?
curses,
All these what?
curses,
See? You see what happened? The so-called Mexicans in America are cursed. The so-called black man in America is cursed because we disobeyed the commandments of God. That's why you're not empowered. That's why no matter what you do, you still fall short. Because you don't got the Creator on your side. You don't got the Most High on your side. And that's why we're cursed as a nation. So all these curses will do what?
all these curses shall come upon thee,
Go ahead.
and overtake thee.
It said these curses was going to come upon us and overtake us. And that's why we're out here. Because this is not a good thing being in the hood. It's not a good thing you got people selling crack and dope to each other. And YouTube, you're twerking on each other. and you got two girls going down on each other, that's not a good thing. You shooting each other, killing each other. You're proud of this. You're proud of your hood mentality. You niggas should be ashamed of yourself. You're proud of you. The girls turn into boys and boys turn into girls. That's a curse. Read.
Verse 16.
Go ahead.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Yeah, anywhere you go throughout the world. You're proud of this mentality. It's like hip hop is synonymous with dumbass niggas. Hip hop is synonymous with a simple-minded, drug-dealing, pan-sagging ass nigga.
That's right.
So when you say hip hop, you try to act like that's black. That ain't black. That's stupidity.
That's right.
When these niggas talking about drugs and shooting each other and killing each other, you're talking about running trains on your own women. You think that's hip hop, and that's hood, and that's street. That's ignorance, man. And that's killing our people. The scripture says a curse. You running around with your pants sagging and your nuts showing. I was looking at YouTube. These niggas was running around. These niggas was running up to somebody's house, finna rob them, and one of the guys had an AK with his pants down to his knees. These are the simple niggas that deserve the white man to stump them out. You got your pants sagging like a dummy. Man, you gotta wake up, black man. You gotta wake up, Mexican man. That's foolishness. That's why the Most High is destroying us. It's a curse. Most High ain't happy with that. You shouldn't be happy with that. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And you curse. That's why you're called niggas and spicks and wetbags. Because the Most High punished you. The Most High punished you. Go to one of my favorite scriptures, man. Go to Lamentations. Everybody want to ask us, well, why are we in this position? Why is this happening? Now they got town hall meetings on CNN talking about why. Because you over there damn CNN kissing their ass. You got some blonde bleached faggot on CNN telling you how it should be and how it should go. Or you got some Uncle Tom nigga sellout in the police force talking about they standing for the blue. They're standing for the blue. These niggas are standing for the blue instead of standing for their own people. I say shame on you police officers and you Negroes in the military and you so-called Mexicans in the military. Shame on you, man. You're going out and standing up for this wicked ass society. Talking about you're gonna be a cop. You're gonna be in the Navy. You're gonna be in the Navy. The Navy that has their own army men turning into damn women. How would you stand up for that? That's wickedness, man. But what does the scripture say? Go to Lamentations 2 verse 15. How does this kingdom, and how does everybody, all the kingdoms through the world, look at the black man and the Mexican man and the Puerto Rican man? We're finding out why. We're finding out because you're rebellious and stiff-necked and stubborn. And when it comes to doing the laws of the Most High, you want to shrub your face. You want to roll up your window. Well, guess what? God is rolling up his window at you. When you crying for your baby. When he cried, oh, he was a good kid. That cop that just killed the what? 15-year-old? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you in the Bible why that happened. And if you don't know, go home. Open your Bible and don't let no faggot preacher tell you otherwise. Go to your Bible, go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and you'll understand why you're getting killed. But he ain't calling you blacks and Hispanics. He's calling you the children of Israel, because that's your true identity.
That's right.
That's your true nationality. Where we at?
Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
All that pass by, clap their hands.
They do what?
Clap their hands.
That's how the nations look at us. That's how America looks at the so-called Mexican man, the Puerto Rican man, the black man. They look at you sagging your pants and smoking blunts on YouTube, and they laugh at you. Yeah, because they're ignorant as hell. You see that? You see why the white man calls them coons? Because that's what they do. They drive past them talking about, smoke that blunt, my nigga. You act like a damn coon. That's why you got no respect. Read it again.
All that passed by clapped their hands.
They clap their hands at you when you get shot in the streets, because you don't stand for nothing, man. You don't stand for nothing, man. One day you a Baptist, next day you a Pentecost, next day you Black Power. When somebody gets shot, you Black Power and you want to stand for righteousness, right? Or what you might call righteousness. But after a week of marching, guess what? You right back to what? Ah, that nigga, man, I'll go blow his plane out. 1 week, you marching for a brother. The next week, you want to shoot him in the face. Come on, man. Come on, black man. Come on, Mexican man. This has got to stop. 1 week you marching for him, next week you want to kill him. Oh, how about this one? 1 week you marching with him, and then later on that night, you selling crack to him on the low. That's why, what did it say the nations do at us? Read it again.
It says they clap their hands at thee.
They do what?
Clap their hands at thee.
Read.
They hiss.
They do what?
They hiss.
They shake their head and like, man. They especially laugh at us out here. You know why? Because they can't see it. They don't see you so-called Negroes being the chosen. We know you're the chosen because the Most High said you're the chosen. They don't see that you Mexicans and blacks are the true people of God, the sons of God. But we see it. But they don't see it because they don't see you changing. They don't see you so-called Negroes and Mexicans standing up for something. But it's happening. All through America, there's an awakening happening. The black man is pulling their pants up. They're putting on their fringes. They're putting on their laws. They're teaching their children the right things in the scriptures. See, there is an awakening. Now you got that brother Kendrick Lamar. He rapping about it and put it in the end of his album that you a Hebrew Israelite in Deuteronomy 28, right? And that's needed though, because why? The more simple niggas that listen to rap, you gonna hear that and what? It's gonna wake you up. Hopefully. See, but the nations, they hiss, they wag their head. They look at you killing and shooting and spitting on each other and twerking on each other, and they can't see it. See, so we gotta change our actions. We gotta change our ways. We gotta change our mind. We gotta change what we do and the example we have to our children, our family, our household, and to all these heathens in the world, and show them that we are the sons of God. But until then, what did it say?
They clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their heads at the daughters of Jerusalem.
Yeah, they hiss and look at us, man. They look at the sisters walking around, butt naked, titties popping out, ass popping out. They don't got no respect for the black and Hispanic women. You overweight as hell, and you got every part of your body pouring out your clothes because you got no standard. Because if you had standard, and even these fake ass preachers would have told you, they would have took you to the Bible and said, listen, sister, you're supposed to dress modest. Dress your children up modest, not like little hoes. Go to the mall, and guess what you see? Go to the gym. Go to the gym, and what do you see? There ain't no modesty. There's sisters with damn tights that's riding up all the way their intestines, and you're seeing their throat. Why? Because they want some fake attention. Because her father didn't teach her the laws. Her pastor didn't teach her the laws or the commandments of the Most High. So guess what she did? She's looking for some dumb knucklehead to give her some false attention. See? See what happens when we break the laws? See what happens when we break the commandments? Your kids suffer. Your family suffer. Your nation suffer. Read.
Say, is this the city of men called the perfection of beauty?
You hear that? That's what it says in Lamentations. When the nations looked at us, when they look at you here in America today, they say, is this the city of perfection? All the nations want to be it. See, you see they doing it again. You see that? You see that? That's why we call them the devil. That's why we call these faggots the devil. Because they do that on purpose, man. That's why we call them the devil, man. Because they don't want this word. That's why America, man, I can't wait. I can't wait till President Trump sets up another nice false flag event. I can't wait, because you're going to be crying and screaming. And you're going to put your trust in Pharaoh, and Pharaoh's going to be your shame. Read on, Ak.
The joy of the whole earth.
We were supposed to be the joy of the whole earth. The blacks and the Mexicans. You got to think about it. Even in our ignorance, the nations still look at you for an example. They want to have your lips. They want to have your butt. They want to dance like you. Because you Hispanics and so-called Negroes, you're the flavor of the earth. But in ignorance, all the nations want to be like you. In ignorance. Now imagine when you start acting like the sons of God. Because right now you ain't acting like the sons of God. But when you start acting like the sons of God, all nations are going to bow and know that the word of God is true. Because you being the flavor of the earth is not just in your lips and your flavor and your dancing. The flavor will show forth through the wisdom and knowledge, and how you run your household, how you teach your kids, how you run the nation. See? Not just because how fat or big your butt is. Kim Kardashian want to look like you. She was supposed to want to not only look like you, but only want to follow your example. But she is following the black man and the Hispanic man's example. Yeah, being a hoe. Running around showing her ass to everybody in the world. And that's why it says in Lamentation, they hiss and wag their head at us. And they look at us and say, is this the perfection of beauty? Is this them? Go ahead, read.
Verse 16. All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth.
They hiss and what?
Gnash the teeth.
Right, they hiss and gnash the teeth. And that's what they see us, man. When they see unity of the black man, Hispanic man, when they see the unity of our people, they got to disrupt that. They got to get on YouTube and cause hate. They got to get on YouTube and cause misinformation. Right? They don't want to see the blacks and Hispanic unified. They hate it when where was that? When the Native American brothers, they was gonna get their land, the pipeline. What was that?
South Dakota.
Yeah, the Dakota pipeline. They hated to see our people unified. Why? Because they hate to see unity of our people. They want to see us fighting, arguing, spitting on each other, selling drugs to one another. They don't want to see unity. They don't want to see unity. Read.
They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we looked for.
You see that? God already prophesied how the nations look at us. They love to see you selling dope and crack. They love to see you on YouTube pissing on your own women and giving your 3-year-old son a blunt. They love that. Why? Because they say, yeah, they're giving each other high fives. Yeah, the niggers. Look at them, Bill. We got them in derision. We got the niggers and spics in derision. We don't got to do nothing, Bill. Just sit back and watch these niggers kill each other. That's what they do. That's how they look. Oh, you know what, Bill? We're going to give them politics. We're going to throw these niggas in spics politics every 4 years. And guess what? They're going to be in derision. And that's how they do. All nations look at us. The Chinese, the Africans, the so-called white man. And they look at you so-called Negroes in the ghettos and slums crying out. Crying out every other week now. You understand that? Crying out every other week. Then you got them coming over here trying to find a way to disrupt and stop us to teach this word. We don't give a damn. Our people, we're across the world. And this word is going to get out.
Right?
So that's why we out here, because you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, and Puerto Ricans, and Mexicans, you're the chosen people of God, but we got to start acting like it. Go back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. It says they hiss and they wag their head in lamentations. And in Deuteronomy 28, where we left off at?
Verse 16. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
It says we're going to be cursed in the city and cursed in the field. Everybody wants to know why you getting shot in the streets in the hood. Everybody wants to know why our Mexican brothers, our black brothers are getting killed. Because you are under a curse. The Most High said if you would listen to the commandments of God, you would be set up on high above all nations. But if you didn't, you would be cursed everywhere you go. And that's why you can't run from it, so-called black man. You can't run from it, so-called Mexican man. You go to Europe, guess what? You a nigga and a spick. Same thing. You go to France, nigga. Right? You go to Italy, nigga. Right? And that's why we out here waking you up. Also, you light-skinned brothers too. You light-skinned. And just because you are Hispanic brothers, you a little light-skinned, you ain't getting away with it either. They're making you realize, guess what? They think of you, they call you a Spanish-speaking nigga. You thought you was running because you trying not to be a black man. But guess what? They deal with you the same way. That's why they're killing you. And you are under the curse also. That's why in the ghettos, in the slums, you right next to the black man. You go right here to these neighborhoods. Guess who's there? Blacks and Hispanics. Teaching, being taught to hate one another. Being taught to kill one another. But we the same people.
That's right.
We're the same people. We're one nation. And when you so-called Negroes and Mexicans wake up and understand that, you'll have a little unity. And that's when the white man gets fidgety. That's when the Africans and all these nations get fidgety. Because in unity is power. And Christ is uniting the children of Israel. The whole earth waiteth on the manifestation of the sons of God. It's waiting on you to wake the hell up. It's waiting on you to pull your pants up, take the blunt and the 40 out your mouth, and to get knowledge. But not only get knowledge, use the knowledge. We ain't out here just yelling. As a matter of fact, we wouldn't even be out here if we were just about getting knowledge. We're out here because we're teaching you to apply the knowledge. Teach your children the knowledge. That's why we out here. So all these curses on us is because we rejected the knowledge of the Most High. He said you will run to this part of the earth, and guess what? You would be a nigga, a spick, a wetbag, a coon. You'll run to that part of the earth, you'll still be cursed. Because you disobeyed me. That's what God said. Read on.
Verse 17.
Go ahead.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Where's the black man's economy? Where's the Mexican brother's economy? We don't got it. Because it's been stripped from us. Talking about Mexico. Well, we got Mexico. Man, the white man run Mexico. Spaniards. That ain't our land. How the hell would you want that land anyway? It's beat down. It's destroyed. The white man runs everything. He runs this world because God gave it to him. It's his time. This time is almost over. It's coming to an end. Read.
Verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of the land.
Check that out. It said because the black man and the Mexican man disobeyed the commandments of God, the fruit of our body would be cursed. Now you want to know why. Now you understand why your kids are being murdered, shut down, killed. And if not, they're given over to Balaam, Satan, to bend over and give it up. Because you disobeyed the commandments of God, and you're just throwing your kids out there. Here, go watch Netflix, go watch YouTube, learn how to be a faggot or a drug dealer. That's the problem. It's death. And our people, what they do, They reject the knowledge of the Most High. They comfortable being niggas and spicks.
They don't want to hear that.
Yeah, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. Read.
And the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thy kind.
Wait a minute. The fruit of thy land, our land was stripped, tooken. Everything we had was stripped and tooken. We got a list. We probably got it out here. A list of inventions that the black man and Mexican man created. We got a list of inventions, and guess what? They were all stolen from you, just like your land. How the hell the white man gonna kick our Mexican brothers out of their land? You want to know how much death is going on the border? And they're murdering and slaughtering our innocent people, our innocent brothers and sisters. See? We march over here, but they killing our people on the border. Our Mexican brothers and sisters being shot down by the so-called white man. And a lot of our own people that are sellouts. Jeez, yeah, oh man, those are the ones. Oh, I can't wait till we get y'all. I can't wait till we get our sellout brothers and sisters. Your time is coming. All you brothers and sisters that join the Air Force and the police force and come back in your own community and kill your people. Oh man, you got something coming to you. It says, they that are joined to him shall die by the sword. You're going to be thrust through. Go ahead, read.
And the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Tupac, curse. Rappers, curse. Singers, curse. Salinas, curse. You came into the world, you were called a nigga, a spick, a wetbag. You went out, a nigga, a spick, a wetbag. The only way you go out free is with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Christ. You dying under the covenant and under the laws. If you come in and you don't gain this knowledge, this word, this freedom, this truth, you're going to go out cursed. You're going to go out a cursed people. You're comfortable, man. It's sad to see our people comfortable with this. You look around in the hood, you're comfortable. Man, you should be upset. Read.
And cursed when thou goest out. Verse 20.
Go ahead.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursings.
It said the Lord shall do what?
Send upon thee cursings.
It said the Lord was going to send upon you cursings. Our people are cursed. You see that? Watch. What else?
Vexation.
It said they would be what?
Vexation.
It said they would be vexed. And aren't you vexed? How many jobs you got to work to survive? That's a curse. You got to work all day and you can't see your kids. Why? Because America made it that way. Why? Because God put them there. God put it there to show you what it is and what it feels like when God is against you, when the Creator is against you, when the Most High is against you. He's doing that. Go ahead.
And rebuke.
It said cursing, vexation, and rebuke. And don't you feel like that? Don't you feel like that so-called black man and Mexican man? Every time you try to take a step forward, it's hardship. You got your welfare check, you got your check, but you still ain't making it. Why? Because the husband and wife is ignorant? Because the children are off? Ain't you tired of that? Well, if you were, you would be seeking the Most High's laws and commandments. And do your research and understand that you're not black and you're not Mexican, but you're the children of Israel. Know your real history. Your real history, not that damn garbage the white man gave you. Read. Come on.
And all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do.
Yeah. You're not vexed. You are. But the politicians and the preachers, they ain't give you nothing to get out. All they gave you is what? Jesus loves you. Go home. Oh, drop your tights. That's all the churches gave you. You come Sunday, we gonna dance and sing. But that didn't solve your problems. It's okay to dance. It's okay to sing. But not in church. You're supposed to be learning. Go to Jeremiah 3 verse 15. Go to Jeremiah 3 verse 15. Shalom, brother. Go to Jeremiah 3:15. What were the pastors supposed to do? Then let's see if it was dancing and singing. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge.
Wait a minute. Surely it says the pastors was gonna dance and sing and shuck and jive and then pass out pork rinds. What were the true pastors going to do? Read.
Feed you with knowledge and understanding.
And that's the problem. You so-called Negroes in America ain't getting knowledge. That's why you walking around and your kids dress like you, talk like you, act like you, think like you. Because if your knowledge was changing, then your kids would be changing. But it's a generation of damn degenerates.
That's right.
I know it hurts. I know it hurts, but guess what? If you change your knowledge, then you would change. We were all degenerates without the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High.
Right.
But if you change your knowledge and you come back to the true knowledge of the Creator, you won't be a degenerate no more. You'll come into this Godship that the Most High has created you for. So read that. Read it again.
Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Not only were they going to feed you with knowledge, they were going to give you the understanding. What did the understanding do? What was that supposed to do to us? The understanding was supposed to show you why the Bible works. Not start chipping away at the Bible. You got these pastors and preachers, because they don't know, they don't read the Bible, they start taking things out. The laws are good. You don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobsters, idiots. Because when you go to the doctor would tell you, oh, you gotta cut out that pork. That's why you gotta get your knees pumped. You got high blood pressure.
High cholesterol.
You got high cholesterol. Right? Common sense. But the pastor didn't tell you that. Because pastor just said, oh, I'm gonna take that out to make it comfortable for you. Now, I don't want nobody to be uncomfortable here in church.
Right.
So we're going to take that out of the Bible. And now you're suffering for it.
Blessed in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, or you bless it in the name of Jesus. And guess what? Jesus didn't bless it. He didn't bless that pork. He didn't bless that shrimp. See, the laws were supposed to bring you to life. And the pastor was supposed to give you the understanding why it's bringing you to life.
That's right.
So you eat anything and guess what? You're dying. That's the dietary laws. Then you got the civil law, how to govern and run a nation. Look at America. Why is it in so much chaos? Because they charging you for natural resources. The white man has got us all bamboozled. How the hell they charge you for a natural resource? They're charging you for water, man. God gave water. How the hell they gonna charge you to park on the street? It's not that damn street. The white man stole the street, stole the water, stole the air, and said, oh, you gotta pay me for it. And we over here like fools. We like, yes, master, and I'm talking about all nations. Not only you so-called Negroes and Mexicans being the true Israelites, but they even bamboozle their own people.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for water. For natural resources. What else? That's a civil, these are civil things.
You gotta pay for the air.
Yeah, you gotta pay for airspace. You can't fly over this airspace because I own it. Man, the white man, this dude is bad. He's a bad demon. He's good, ain't he?
Yeah.
And good in a bad way, I mean. And he deceived everybody. It says he deceived the world. Because we disobeyed the commandments of God, this monkey, this so-called white man's been put over us. And now he treats everything with no respect. He craps on everything. So why did I say I like Trump? You know why? Because he's the epitome of what America's about. Hatred.
That's right.
That's how America was built. Yes, I want to see him up there.
Woo.
He should shave his damn head and just put a swastika on it.
That's right.
I would love it.
Woo.
Why? Because that would show you really what America's about. He puts his little suit on and looks like a damn chicken or what? Yeah, chicken or a turkey.
I don't know, but he orange.
Yeah, well, you know where their throat sticks out and hangs out. Yeah, turkey. Right? He puts his suit on, and you think he's a good guy, when you didn't know he was a faggot, an undercover racist. And that's how America deceives you, by putting up these politicians and preachers and pastors, and all they got to do is shave their face and look like a homosexual, and you trust them. That's why they look at us and they're like, nah, you niggas look too serious. But that's what America is. Come on, read on. So we're out here showing our people, you so-called Negroes and Hispanics in America, you're the chosen people of God. And how do we know that? Because when you go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, all the curses of Deuteronomy 28th chapter applies to you. See, I know some people will say, well, there's a lot of people in the ghettos. Man, when did the white man started to be in the ghettos? This just happened.
Literally?
You see, crack and dope and drugs. That was a Negro. That was a Hispanic theme. You talk, that applies to everybody, man. This was crack and AIDS and syphilis and gonorrhea was meant for you so-called Negroes. Do your research. They was doing studies on you, on our people in Guatemala and in America. But they're not going to tell you all of it. See? These are the curses that were put on us because we were disobedient. So that's how we know you so-called Negroes and Mexicans are the Israelites. Come on, read.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15.
Go back to Deuteronomy. Go back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Where you at?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 23.
Go ahead, read.
And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
Right. So this is symbolism, man. Back in the days, you farmed the land. Back in the days, you farmed the land, and the land would bring forth your fruit, your blessings. But you know what God said? I'm going to stop the rain. I'm going to stop the things that you're getting blessed with. And that's why you got to work job after job. That's why the so-called black man, no matter what you do, you can't get ahead. You so-called Mexicans, no matter what you do, you can have like our Mexican brothers be 5 to 6 jobs. And you can't get ahead. Why? Because the Most High cursed us because of our disobedience. The Most High cursed us because of our rebelliousness and our stiff head and our hard-heartedness. Come on, read.
Verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies.
What is happening to us in America?
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies.
Why is the black man being beat down in America? Why is the Mexican man being beat down in America?
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies.
That's what we are here to show you. See? Those are the things that Pastor Give Me More Money is not going to show you. That in the Bible, you blacks and Hispanics are the true Israelites. Because no matter what you do, these curses keep pursuing you. This ain't just happening in no riot. This is happening in everyday life. You look on the news, and you look in Israel and Egypt, you know when those people are getting killed? When there's an uprising. Guess what? The black man is getting killed. When you walk into the damn store, Deuteronomy 28 chapter teaches that you so-called Negroes and Mexicans are the Israelites. Not these people that stole your identity over there in Egypt and Israel. They get killed and shot because they want to overthrow a government. Not because they were just walking down the damn street. Or because of their skin color. Because of the hatred that was against them. Read.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them.
Go ahead.
And flee 7 ways before them.
Yeah. And flee 7 ways. Try to come up against a cop. They'll choke your ass out. But see, This is what happens when we disobey the commandments of the Most High. And that's why we out here. That's why you see the Israelites all in the four corners of the earth trying to wake our people up to who you are. We dedicated our lives to teach you who you teach you, because we were tired. We were sick of it. And we're trying to wake you up. Trying to bring you back to the Most High. But it's up to you. It's up to you. You got to start loving righteousness and hating lies. You got to start loving the commandments and hating lies. I want you to go to 36. Read 32. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
And we talked about that. Your sons and your daughters were given to another people. When you look back in history, and the conquistadors came over to Puerto Rico, and they came over here to America, they took our sons and killed them, or made them into homosexuals. When the so-called black man, you were brought over here on cargo slave ships, they took your children and sold them into slavery. Nowadays they do what? You don't let them go to school and learn that Billy had two daddies and Susie had two mommies. They come and teach your kids on TV. They're going to turn your kids and take them away from you some way. By indoctrination, by snatching them from you, they're going to do it some way. And you have to see that. That's why you got to start standing for something. Go ahead.
And thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
Yeah, you look at that movie Roots. You look at your son and your daughter being taken away. And guess what? You couldn't do nothing about it. Well, that's still happening. Why? Because every time you let your kid be a zombie to TV and to YouTube, your kids are being damn taken away. That's a curse. Every time you see your kids emulating you walking around, smoking blunts and 40s and having their pants sagging, that's a damn curse.
That's right.
You should be angry. But you don't got nothing else. You think hip-hop is an identity. You think hip-hop is a nationality. Yeah, acting ignorant and stupid and walking around like a damn goonie is an identity. That's ignorance, man. You should be teaching your kids how to be gods and righteous. And not the God. Don't get it twisted. Not the God, but how to be righteous men and women according to the Bible. But you're not. Because you give them over to this TV thing, and guess what? They learn from TV how for a boy, now he has a choice to kiss another boy. How a girl, she has a choice to kiss another girl. I kissed a girl and I liked it, right? That's what you got them learning. Or Rihanna, this little damn rat, she's walking around on every image and every video naked with a blunt in her hand. And now you got all of our sisters doing the same thing. They want to walk around, because that's hip-hop, right?
That's right.
To walk around smelling like blunts and 40s, and you think that's hard. That's ignorant as hell, and you stink. That ain't no identity. That's no nationality. And I see why, though. Because you're like, man, I'm not going to go to the politicians. They're faggots. You look at the pastors, and you're like, these are faggots, too. Then you look at it and be like, man, I want to be real. And you try to go to the Black Panthers, but you ain't trying to shoot nobody up. So what's the next best thing? Oh, I'm going to be real, my nigga. I'm going to get me a blunt, a 40, and an AK. And I'm going to kick it. That ain't real. You stupid as hell. You're foolish. That's more ignorance. Well, what is real? What is real? Taking control of your mind. How about living a day without giving your mind over to blunts and 40s? Could you do that? You know how many of our brothers and sisters live every day? They can't make it to the next day without a 40 or a blunt.
Or a cigarette.
Or a cigarette. Like, my nigga, I need a cool, my nigga. I need it. We were them too. We were those people too.
That's right.
Yeah, you need a Newport to make it to the next day. That's madness. The white man put those drugs there to keep you in the cycle of stupidity and death. We read it earlier, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So how do we change? Hold that, go to Colossians 3:9. How do we change? How do we change? We got to come back to righteousness. What does that mean? Go to Colossians 3, verse 9. Because we're not out here like the churches. We're not out here gonna talk about you and not give you a method to change. Well, what does have to change? Read Colossians 3 and 9.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 9. Lie not one to another.
You got to stop lying to your damn self and thinking a thug or America is going to help you. A politician or a blunt or 40. That ain't going to help you. I'm a zone out. I'm a zone out and get zooted off a damn meth or whatever the hell you doing nowadays. That's going to help me out to the next day. After that high comes down, guess what? That light bill is there. Those kids are still there. They still need to be taught and raised with wisdom and understanding.
That's right.
So stop lying to yourself. What else? Read.
Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man.
So you ask me, well, I grew up in the streets. That's real. That ain't damn real. You got to stop lying to yourself, and you got to put off the old man. What is a man? What is a man? If you ask somebody what's a man, you know what they'd ask you? Oh, a man is someone that got rims. A man is someone
Got a job.
that got a job.
Yeah.
My nigga, I'm a man, I can buy Pampers. That ain't no man. You got the scripture? Because I know you already there already, right? What is a man? Because that's what a man, oh, man is someone that wears a suit. You ain't no man because you can't take care of your kids. Let's see what a man is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man shall be
Go to Proverbs. Let's show them what a man is according to the knowledge, and then we're gonna go back to Colossians 3 and 9. Go to Proverbs 12 and 8. Somebody got to get sharp with their sword, officer. Go ahead, read.
Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 8. A man shall be commended according to his wisdom.
It said a man shall be commended according to his endowment,
To his wisdom.
but he got an AK-47.
To his wisdom.
He got a blunt.
To his wisdom.
He can smoke 5 blunts at one time.
To his wisdom.
No, wait a minute. He can knock you the hell out.
A man shall be commended according to his wisdom.
A real man can control your damn mind. That's what a real man is. A real man can control his mind and things around him. That's what a God is. A man ain't someone that you got a blunt or 40 or 45, I can shoot you. That's a man. That ain't no damn man. I can bring my 8-year-old son right here, right now, and he can start shooting. That's not a man. A man is someone who can control their mind. Not because he got a good job and he can buy Pampers. You niggas are stupid. Shalom, shalom. That ain't no damn man. The white man told you that. So you can pay more child support. Anybody can pay Pampers. A faggot can pay for his kids' Pampers. That don't make him a man. Read it again. Let's see what a man is. Read.
A man shall be commended according to his wisdom.
A man is someone that can have wisdom. You know what that means? Wisdom is the correct application of knowledge. Well, now what knowledge do you got? Not the knowledge of America, how to be a faggot, a transvestite, a switch hitter, a bull dyke, how to bend over for the politicians,
How to cook crack.
or how to be a drug dealer ass nigga. That ain't no man. A man is someone that control his mind with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So our people got it twisted. Our people in the hood got it twisted. Our brothers and the politicians got it twisted. Right? They got it twisted. The Black Panthers got it twisted. They thinking, oh, we gonna get guns and fight the white man. Hey, you trying to fight the white man with guns. The white man got bigger guns than you.
They got
You're stupid as hell. You know what's gonna save you right now? Joining with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and teaching your kids how to maneuver in this society on a higher understanding. That's what Christ teaches us. It says when you're pulled over, Christ said, agree with thine adversary quickly. You got your dumbass kids trying to argue with the cops. Why? Because you think you got rights. You think you got rights, so your kids running around talking about, I got rights, I got rights. He shoot your ass on camera because you weren't given wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Bible. Read, tell him again, what is a man? Proverbs 12 and 8.
A man shall be commended according to his wisdom.
That's right. And if the black men were men, they would be teaching their kids wisdom. They would be teaching their kids wisdom of the Bible, wisdom of the laws. That's what we do.
That's right.
When we got this knowledge, guess what we did? We found out that a blunt ain't knowledge. 40s ain't knowledge. Snoop Dogg is a dumb, ignorant brother. That ain't knowledge. The politicians, that ain't the true knowledge. What was the true knowledge we supposed to be given? The wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Bible. The wisdom of the scriptures, that's life. That's why Solomon, he said it. He said, I sought after her as Jews. But talk to somebody about this. Wisdom and knowledge. They're like, man, please, what the hell are you talking about? I gotta eat. I gotta survive. No. The wisdom and knowledge of the Bible is going to save you. The truth shall set you free. Make you free, right? What is that truth? The truth of the knowledge. So go back to Colossians 3:9. We're talking about a little bit, what is a real man? Well, Proverbs 12:8 said a man shall be committed according to wisdom. Colossians 3:9 tells us what? Read.
Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man.
That's the first step coming to the knowledge of the Bible. That's the first step. You got to put off the old man. Not this image of a thug. Not this image of a politician. Not this image of a false killer. You a killer. I'm a killer, my nigga. That ain't no damn man. The Most High's gonna kill you. A real man is someone that leads, guides, and builds his nation, his people, his children with wisdom. Not with no damn homosexuality and some politics. Read on.
With his deeds, verse 10, and have put on the new man.
That's a real man, putting on the new man. Control, power, controlling things around you, controlling yourself, controlling your anger, controlling your lust, controlling everything you do. That's a real man. But you wouldn't know that because the white man in America told you a man has got a good job. He's nice. He's sweet. He shaves his beard. It's stupidity, man. It gotta stop. All right, let's go back to Deuteronomy. Let's go back to Deuteronomy, because that's why we out here. That's why we always out here. That's why all the Israelites are out here. That's why we all through America yelling and screaming at our people, because we're trying to wake you up. It's getting closer. The time is getting near. The Most High is steadily punishing you. He's punishing America. He's bringing America down. That's why we're out here yelling, because we want to wake some of you up. Right? Go to Revelations 18:4. Go to Revelations 18:4.
Revelations chapter 18 and verse 4.
Read.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin.
You see that? Partakers of her sins. Why are we yelling at you so-called Negroes and Mexicans and Puerto Ricans? Because we don't want you to be partakers of the sins of America. America's sins, watch, read on, check this out, read.
That they receive not of her plague.
That they do what?
Receive not of her plague.
Why are we out here? We're out here warning you that America's plagues and the filth and the disgustingness of America have reached unto heaven. And if you are caught red-handed with America and promoting America, guess what? You're going to go down with America.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why we're out here yelling. Because if you're caught upholding and lifting this kingdom, you're going to be taken down with it. And then you ain't see God's works? You ain't see the tornadoes and the earthquakes and the famine?
That's right.
And thousands and 500,000 of people dying here and everywhere? You're screaming, wow, man. You're talking to your woman talking about, why is God doing this? Because he's punishing your wicked ass.
That's right.
He's punishing America. Talking about, why is this happening? Are you serious? Are they for real? Like, why is this happening? Why is this happening with us? Because America's filthy as hell.
That's right.
They teaching you how to chop off your penis and turn it inside out.
That's right.
And you sitting around talking about, why is this happening to us? They on the news like, you know what I mean, like it's crazy. The Most High is bringing your ass down. America's coming down, and a black man, Hispanic man, you don't want to be there with it. You don't want to be caught up with America. You better come out of her. And that don't mean come out, you know, we pack a bag and fly somewhere. You know what that means? You better start with your brain. Start coming out of the customs, ideals, and idolatry, fornication, ideas of America.
That's right.
You got to come out of it, man. Read.
But you receive none of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven.
You know, so why are we yelling at you so-called Negroes and saying you're the chosen? Because America's sins reach unto heaven, and the more you're caught with America, guess what? Next time you gonna be where that little crazy ass Arab is, and you're gonna be at the right place at the right time, and the spirit of the vengeance of the Lord is gonna come on you with a mighty hand. Huh? He gonna put that spirit in a crazy ass white man, and he gonna shoot up the place, and you gonna be in the movie theater with your daughter. Yep. And that's called the vengeance of the Lord. That's what we fear. So we trying to do what's right. I ain't trying to be caught up with America. Yeah. I ain't trying to be caught up with America. I don't want none of this. We don't got nothing to do with their contracts and their politics and their politics. You got to come out of these churches. You got to come out of these churches, black man. Read.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Go ahead.
And God hath remembered her iniquity.
You're talking about forgive and forget. God remembered their iniquities. God has remembered their iniquities of Babylon the Great. Talking about forgive and forget. Yeah, that's fine. We know that. Vengeance is the Lord. But guess what? We ain't forgot what he's doing. We can't forget. Because all the corruptness and filthiness that America's taught us is being right back in your face. It's being spit in your face. Read.
Verse 6. Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
Go back to Deuteronomy. America's going to be rewarded. So that's why we out here. We out here to show you so-called Negroes in America, you Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Panamanians, North American Indians. Lock Rob. We're out here to show you that you are the true people of God. They're not going to show you this in the Bible, man. Well, they're not going to show you this in the Bible, your true identity. I want you to go to John. Go back to John 8:32. Let me set it up for this brother that's going to come up. Go to John 8:32.
St. John chapter 8 and verse 32.
We're going to go to St. John 8:32. Why? We hear this in church all the time. So why is it important to know that the people of the Bible look like you so-called Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and so-called Negroes? Why? Because they're not going to empower you. They're not going to empower the so-called black man. Religion ain't going to empower you. But the truth empowers you. Read it. We read this all the time. Read it.
St. John chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
The truth was going to make us free. So we're going to let the next brother come up, and he's going to edify you the truth in the Bible and how the people of the Bible really looked in the Bible. See, they don't want to hear this. Hi. Huh? Why are you smiling? Huh? Why are you smiling? That's what I want to hear. That's what because we're teaching the truth. That's right. Now, did you know in the Bible the truth? Did you know in the Bible the truth? Why we teach our people the true image of Christ out of the Bible? Why? See? There you go. You're not gonna get that a lot. Because it's a testament. Now, do you know he was dark skinned? Alright. Alright, so you only can get so much out of him. So we're going to find out if this creature right here, this beast, who the hell is this? This is an imposter. I know, don't get crazy now. I know our Latino brothers and sisters think this is Christ. This is not Christ. This is imposter. This is a filthy lie. So he's going to further edify you. No, somebody else get this. He's going to further edify you the truth. Oh, God, it's right here. Of who this guy is and who the truth, where the truth is. Read.
Perfect. So who is this? Who's this imposter? According to the scriptures, Christ is a dark-skinned man with white, woolly hair.
Woo!
Skin of brass.
That's right.
So who is this?
That's right.
Who's this man? Job chapter 13 and 4. Who's this imposter? From the time we got off the slave ships, this is the image that we've been given. Why did they not want the slaves to learn how to read? Because you'll know it's your book. But yeah, go ahead, read. Job chapter 13 and verse 4. Read. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. You're forgers of lies. Who's on their image? On every statue.